Hi, guys. Good evening. Welcome back once again to The Edward. I'm your host, Eddie, and in tonight's video, I will be discussing my thoughts and reaction on the big announcement, or announcements, I should say, that came earlier today from regarding a huge overall update on Justice League regarding revelations of characters, story, and other details. So, for starters, we have our official logo, which looks very cool. We also have a confirmation and a revelation as to who actor Willem Dafoe, will be playing. It was announced a short while back that he was cast in the movie, but they did not reveal his role as of yet. But now they did earlier today. He is going to be playing the part of Nidias Volka. I hope I'm saying that right, or it's like Nudias. Yeah, Nudias Volka. And for those of you who are not comic book readers such as myself, but you have a limited knowledge to superheroes such as myself, Nudias Volka is the mentor and one of the advisors to Aquaman. He's one of Aquaman's allies, and I think he's a longtime friend and ally and like a mentor to Aquaman from what I've read about him, which opens up the possibility that if Aquaman is originally distrustful of the surface dwellers and he sees them as a threat and possibly wants to attack or go to war with them, if his wife Mira, who will be played by Amber Heard, as far as we all know, if his wife Mira fails to convince him, maybe Willem Dafoe's character Volka will be able to convince him to double check his facts and really think about his decision if he should go to war with the surface dwellers or if he should save the fight for the real enemy. So we know who Willem Dafoe is playing. He's a fellow Atlantean, resident of Atlantis, friend and ally to Aquaman. So pretty cool. All right, sounds good. I'm just glad that we know who he's playing. And regarding characters, we also have a confirmation from the man himself, Jesse Eisenberg, whose performance in Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice wasn't what a lot of people wanted or were expecting, but quite a number of us, I think I speak for the fans who enjoyed his performance, we really, really enjoyed it, and I thought he nailed it big time. You know, he was crazy, he was quite villainous, you know, he had his dark moments and his humorous moments. It felt like, you know, he had everything you'd want in a villain, and I might have personally enjoyed his performance simply because I love the Gene Hackman performance in the original Superman movies, and Jesse Eisenberg's performance was very reminiscent of that. And I thought he did a great job. I thought the whole cast did a phenomenal job in all of their respective characters. So Jesse Eisenberg revealed that he is scheduled to begin filming the movie in August. That is when he will be brought into production because it is currently being filmed in London right now with the rest of the cast, which tells me that if he's not going to be filming until production, either that's when his schedule will allow it, or he will most likely have a smaller role and not as big of a presence or role as he did in Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. And I say that simply because, along with all of the other revelations we got today, it was confirmed that our main villain will not be Ocean Master or anybody or any other Aquaman enemy, as far as we know. And then, unfortunately, it is not Darkseid, but I think it's the next best thing. It is Steppenwolf, who is the uncle of Darkseid, who's another menacing being with godlike powers. I believe he's a member of the New Gods. Don't know too much about him, but he looks badass and scary from all of the art and the concept art that I've seen of him from the comics. And then we saw him in the deleted scene for Batman v Superman with Lex Luthor. So I'm very excited about that. And of course, this means that Darkseid is probably right around the corner. And if he doesn't appear in this movie in a brief cameo or at the end of it, he'll most likely return for the sequel. And I say sequel because Justice League is no longer a Part 1 and Part 2 film. As confirmed by Deborah Snyder, one of the producers of the film, also wife of director Zack Snyder, this movie will be a standalone movie on its own. It's an individual feature. I'm sure it'll have a sequel, considering how massively successful it most likely will be. So if we do get a sequel, that is when we will probably see Darkseid finally make his big appearance, and that's when we'll probably see him face down with Superman, which should also be pretty badass. So they've confirmed that it is a standalone film, and it's not a part one or a part two, or which is kind of a relief to me, because quite frankly, I didn't want the movie to end on this horrible, ungodly cliffhanger, keeping me in suspense until the next movie would come out a few years later. So I'm kind of glad that it's its own standalone film. I'm quite relieved about that. They also revealed an image of the Batmobile as it will be appearing in Batman in Justice League. We saw it earlier this year in action, in awesome action, in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, and obviously, of course, it wouldn't be Batman without the Batmobile. So the Batmobile will be returning as well. And we also got a synopsis of the film. There's nothing too spoilery here. However, if you do not want to know absolutely no details at all regarding the story, you may not want to listen to this next part. I read it carefully, and I don't think they reveal hardly anything, and quite frankly, it's quite exciting and titillating. And just a fair warning, I'm about to reveal the synopsis for Justice League. Also, one more warning, it will reveal a major spoiler from Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. So if you've not seen Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, do not keep watching or listening to this video. Okay, you have been warned. So this is our synopsis as it was revealed earlier today online. Fueled by his restored faith in humanity and inspired by Superman's selfless act, Bruce Wayne enlists the help of his newfound ally, Diana Prince, Wonder Woman, to face an even greater enemy. Together, Batman and Wonder Woman work to quickly find and recruit a team of metahumans to stand against this newly awakened threat. But despite the formation of this unprecedented league of heroes, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Cyborg, and The Flash, it may already be too late to save the planet from an assault of catastrophic proportions. Ooh. This sounds like a fun movie. So obviously, with Superman dead, at least for the time being, Batman and Wonder Woman, or especially Batman, will take on the responsibility of bringing together the Justice League in the first place because of his nightmarish vision from Batman v Superman when he saw a world overrun by an evil Superman and an army of parademons. Also, be rest assured, guys, that despite Darkseid not being in this movie, with the appearance of Steppenwolf, of course, we can expect his army of parademons to be right behind him. So I'm sure we will see plenty of them as well. So this has been a very, very exciting, fun day for DC fans, or Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman fans, whatever you want to refer yourself as. I'm extremely excited. All of this information that's been unloaded to us. Also, another bit of reassuring news. Zack Snyder said due to the mixed reaction and reception to Batman v Superman, since it is one of the more polarizing films of the year so far, you either loved it or you hated it or you fell somewhere in between. What's reassuring is that he has stated that because of the response and, unfortunately, backlash to the movie, that it did change the tone of Justice League a little bit. It will not be nearly as dark and gritty as Batman v Superman was, which is understandable. Justice League should be a bit more fun and adventurous and not as dark as about a movie about two guys trying to kill each other. Let's be honest, that's one of the reasons why it was so dark. But I highly doubt Justice League will be as dark as Batman v Superman. Not that I wouldn't mind it being dark, but I also think that this means that Zack Snyder and Warner Brothers and the people running the DC universe so far realizes that they made a few mistakes with Batman v Superman, and they don't want to repeat those mistakes again. And I think they really want to make the DC universe work, and I think this film may be their ticket to do that. I'm pretty sure Suicide Squad is going to be a solid hit, and it's going to please a lot of people. But if they want to win back the trust and the love love of not all of the fans, but some of the fans who didn't like Batman v Superman, I think we should have a lot more faith for Justice League, because now they know what works for their universe and they know what doesn't. And I think they are going to learn, they've learned a lot, and they're going to apply all of this newfound knowledge of information into Justice League, because it sounds like a hell of a movie so far. And I'm very, very much excited about all of it. So how do you guys feel? Are you looking forward to Justice League? Are you satisfied with all of the information that was revealed to us earlier today? What are your thoughts and opinions on it? Please leave your feedback down in the comments section. I'd love to hear from everybody. Thanks again for watching another video here on the Edward. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this one regarding big movie news and announcements, like the announcements that were made earlier today. And check out my Facebook page in the link down below. I think you'll like what you see. Thanks again for stopping by. Have a great rest of the night. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.